Okay, now we're going to go over some simple signs that I'm going to use from third base to talk to my first base and second base runners. We understand from the current seasons that we've got certain signs that we were using, and we are not going to be using many of those signs again, in particular the steal sign. I gave it to you a little while ago when we were doing the hit and run sign. Your steal sign is going to be me wiping down the front of my thighs like so with both hands. Now, of course, when you are dealing with being a base runner, you're not necessarily looking for my indicator, okay? Because I'm not going to indicator and then put the steal sign first. If you see me swipe my legs during any time in the sign I'm giving to the batter, that means you're going. I'm not asking you if you want to go. I'm telling you, go. Now, we'll, of course, talk about things like first movement and when to recognize whether or not the pitcher and the catcher can be run on. Your first and third base coach, Ty and myself, we will be timing the pitcher and the catcher. Timing the pitcher's move home to see how fast the ball gets to home plate, and then timing the catcher's throw down with the second base to see how long it takes that pitcher and catcher to get the ball to second base. And if we know you're going to get there faster than they can do it, you're going to go. And we're going to give you this sign. It's just the way it's going to be. Now, the other time you'll see this sign is in the hit and run. Clearly, if I say hit and run, it has to do with you, and you're going because I'm asking the hitter to put the ball in play. So when you see the steal sign, there's no way for you to deny me. You need to go. Situations will be calling for it, and I will be telling you when to do it. The other thing that's going to happen when you make it to first or second base, every single play that results in a runner on base, I will look at the runners and I will point the number of outs. Runners, one away. What I expect from you when I do this is for you to flash the sign back to me, the number of outs. So if there's no outs, it'll be a fist. Runners, no outs. I want both runners, or all three runners, to flash the no out sign back to me so that I know you're looking at me, so I can begin giving my signs to the hitter. Okay, here's another sign for base runners. This is a new one. It's going to be the I want you to take a bigger lead sign. And it's just going to be this. I look over at the runners and I say, runners, one away. That means I might just decide to put on a hit and run. I want you to be another 3 or 4 feet closer to the next base, maybe closer to home plate if you're at second base. It might just simply mean that this guy has no pickoff move whatsoever. He's slow to first base, which Ty and I are both paying attention to, and we want you to get a bigger lead so you can get yourself to second base because maybe the catcher has a good arm. So this sign here means I want you to take a bigger lead. I want runners to understand the repeat sign is for batters only. I am not going to repeat the runner. I will re-give signs if I want the runner to go. I will indicate that with the steal sign because sometimes I may decide, you know what, I call the hit and run and they kind of figured it out, I know it, so I'm going to wipe that off, or I'm going to repeat that. If I repeat that to the batter, it was a hit and run, the runner will see this sign. They will. Do not, as a runner, take this as an indicator that I have given you the same sign. Runners are looking for this sign to know whether or not they are stealing.